Hello. It is I, Sean Noik, aka the Traveling Shaman, or my music handle of the Shamoan One, and my friend's nickname for me, especially in the music festival scene, is Big Papa Samoa. If you're here, you probably already know this. Yay! So, I felt called to do a little live as I have been getting comfier and comfier with posting myself on a regular basis of all of the notes and lyrics and contemplations that I've written and have just stashed away in my notes on my phone. I haven't even touched the physical notebooks yet, but hey, the last 3-4 days I've been super duper wired, unable to sleep until almost 5-6 o'clock in the morning, and then only catching 3-4 hours. So that's been fun because, like I said, posting and responding and just part of the process. Threads has been the compilation of every social media app that I've ever used in all of the best ways. Might not have full engagement on there yet, but I don't know, it takes the pressure off of doing things for the sake of gaining followers and tractions. It allows me to work with my sacral energy and just get my creations and channelings and things out there into the interwebs, and whoever finds it, delightful, you know? So, part of the reason I came on here is I found some pretty golden nuggets in all of my notes, and I felt like sharing them with you guys. Partly because I don't feel that Instagram and Facebook and YouTube is where it's at anymore, just because it feels so confined, so constraining, that even me doing this live on here, I might have like one person view it, but you know, for that one person, whoever you may be, I hope that you gain something from the words that I have to say and the sentiment and energy behind them. And that goes for my posts as well as all of the well wishes and blessings and discovery of who I am authentically in all the multitudinous, whatever that word is, forms. I started out the day wanting to continue to brush up on guitar and DJing / music production, given that I have my in-person guitar and DJ mixing lessons tomorrow. But I've been going pretty ham with that this past week. So taking a break and using social media constructively to divulge more of me authentically, without the shame, without the judgment cringing in the background, just like, hey, did you forget about me? For those that have actually met me in person, this is me. This is who I am authentically. I'm done apologizing, mainly to myself, because although super empathic and definitely can pick up on all of the impressions from people, their energy, their thoughts, and all that stuff. Like, yeah. Some of it can also very much be in your head from time to time. You make it out worse than it actually is. Other times your intuitive guidance is completely and totally on point. So, all of that to say, here we go. Remember, I've had these notes for a while. There's some more recent things too that I've posted. But I kind of just feel like sharing 2 or 3 of these writings, channelings with you guys. So here's me, being me, authentically, unapologetically, doing the thing, taking the steps towards my dream. My dreams being the culmination of music, lights, lasers, and visuals, traveling, music festivals, healing sanctuaries, and writing and speaking engagements. So I have a general sense of how my life is going to look like. Zero idea of how I'm getting there. So the most that I can do is show up and eventually get back into gloving too. I miss wiggling my fingers in front of people's like this and then incorporating light language and energy healing through it. All right. Sidetracked. ADD, ADHD, neurodivergence. Hey, baby. Probably a little tinge of autism sprinkled in. And that's okay. I like me. For me. Where's the post that I want to share? I'm definitely using my desktop to read off of because I'm using my phone to say hi to all yous. All right. Boo. Yeah. Let's go for this. Hi there. This is from 10/11/2021. This is Sean Nowick, aka Big Papa Samoa. I had attempted to do a live for all of you, as well for me, to discuss the current energies, that you may or may not be experiencing, especially the last 72 hours or so. Physical exhaustion, increased dehydration, the call for more rest and relaxation, an increase in memories and emotions coming up to the surface, bubbling to the surface of your being. And generally, just the call to take things slow, even if you really want to go fast. Because if you're anything like me, especially, even though it's 2021, this relates to today, I've been on a bit of a productive kick. And I was going so fast and got super burned out. Tapering, balancing, backing it up, going just a little bit slower. It's interesting because for the vast majority of my life, I was operating from a necessity to cling, to worry, anxiety, stress, and fear. Oh, that victim-based consciousness. I see you. Where if I had experienced any of the aforementioned things, it probably would have resulted in a hospital trip, to be honest. However, now I can recognize that is my body's natural reaction to all the incoming energies from the universe and the collective, and that it's my body's natural way of integrating it as we go through the ever-present shifting throughout collapsing timelines, multiple dimensions, and the infusion of everything and nothing. Yet here I am. Yeah, it was the first portion. Where's the next portion? I think this is it here. That concept of here I am actually has become simplified these days, despite all of the changes that have occurred over the past month or months, as well as the newfound understanding of how things operate, have operated, are operating, and will potentially continue to operate. Oh, I'm finding myself more and more in this state of neutrality, also known as the 0 point consciousness. Consciously. Consciousness isn't me. Where instead of reacting to my external environment, I have become an observer of the internal environment. I have become. Oh, jeez. I remixed that in the sentence with all my funny voice inflections. My bad. Where instead of reacting to my external environment, I have become an observer of the internal environment. That is me. Me. Rather than looking outside to others for solutions, wisdom, it's like everything has been turned up to 15 as I fine-tune my internal compass, my internal guidance system, my discernment more and more each day. It's a relatively pleasant feeling to not be a slave to my emotions. Programming cycles how the older version of Sean would have reacted. You see, this version of me has naturally begun to appreciate all of the little things, to observe all of the little wait, did I just repeat myself? Oh God, stop hitting yourself, try this one more. To appreciate all of the little things, to observe all the little things that make up his reality. The image that comes to mind is how Justin Timberlake in the movie In Time is gifted with years of life, suddenly unencumbered by the necessity to run from place to place, to work, to live to work, to act out of survival rather than being able to be fully present. Does this sound familiar? Being able to be with yourself, to be still, or not to be. Oh yeah, to eat slower, to treat my body right, to take a walk on the beach, to go for a drive, to actually live your life the way that you would like to live it. Living it, loving your life with total abandon. That sounds nice. So that's part 1. Here's part 2. And part 3. This is a gift that many have taken for granted, and their hearts racing, driven by the suspense of having a safe place to sleep, food to eat, clean water to drink, and a healthy body, a healthy mind, simultaneously driven by their trauma responses: fight, flight, fear, fawn, versus actually taking the time to close their eyes and breathe and exhale. To take the wheel and steer, to see the many colors of the trees shifting in the fall, to feel the breeze on their face, to lay down in the grass, smelling the flowers that surround them, not their ass, and staring up at the clouds while they pass them by. To go through life numb to everything, self-absorbed in technology, endless scrolling, dopamine fixes, popularity contests, in the form of likes and shares, instead of being in a place where you value your own opinion, where you value and love you for being you, where you make the choice of where you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to see, what and who you want to be. Letting everything that is not yours to deal with, that you have carried upon your shoulders, simply fall away. Not out of ignorance, not because you don't care, not because you're better or worse than someone else, but because you recognize, know, and understand the power of your heart and soul. It's the power of love. To know that although we are complete as individuals, we are also together going through this experience from a variety of different perspectives. Perspectives that are each beautiful in their own way. That our powers combined are more powerful than any programming or propaganda attempting to convince us that resistance is futile. That we need the economy, the government, these agencies, these institutions, as those old control systems vanish in the haze. We have the choice of where we direct our attention and energy, to choose peace, love, compassion, happiness, forgiveness, empathy, not out of some need to fulfill old prophecies, to play into the hero, heroine, victim, savior narratives, but because it's what you would prefer to experience, having seen all of your options, all of your choices laid out in front of you. There's truly nothing that we have to do other than living and being from our authentic truth. That sounded nice. Let's try that again. There truly is nothing we have to do other than living and being from our authentic truth. I could mic drop it, but it's not done yet. Were you guys keeping count? I lost count. I lost my place. I did these in spurts. Not all in one block of text, which would have facilitated the easement of this reading portion of this live. All right, let's heart of the cards. You chose poorly, Sean. You chose a thread that you have already read. How dare I? Bad llama. All right. Wait, was that it? Oh, that was it. That was the end of that posting. Okay. I mean, that was a fair bit to digest. Moving right along. I did say that I was going to read at least 2 or 3, so let's pick one. Oh, no, not that one. Oh, Jesus. I exited out of the page. Alright, option 1. Option 2. Let's do option 1. Okay. I think it starts right here. Okay. Second thread post that I'm going to read. Why is it, even with letting go deeper and deeper, you start to recognize the habits, the programs, the cycles that you tend to play into, that you tend to procrastinate on, making up some form of excuse, or not feeling motivated or inspired, not even willing to try. Almost as if you looked around at the room surrounding you, and before you make even the tiniest bit of effort to turn your gaze inward, it's too much to sift through. That's too dark. I don't want to go there. At which point, you give up, crying, throwing a tantrum on your bed, till you potentially collapse from exhaustion. Why is it that you find the need to get worked up over basically not doing work? Just the mere contemplation of it. Are you still basing your experience off of your past thinking? Well, if it didn't work out for me, so why should I even start now? That self-sabotaging has to stop, doesn't it? Wouldn't it eventually stop on its own? Or is finding the latest and greatest cause to get worked up about, to get stressed about, to dislike or to hate something that you feel deeply within yourself about more desirable to you? Who? To you! Don't you realize that it basically deters you from connecting with the world that surrounds you in all the ways that everyone else seems to be connecting? But are they really connecting? If they are disconnected, minding your own business, but speaking in likes and memes, deciding that you are so against a place, a program, a thing, and yet here you are doing the same exact things. Why is that? What is the point of saying one thing, yet doing another? How can you plead with the universe for answers, and then when you receive the answers, when you know without a doubt what it is that you should do, regardless of whether or not you feel up to it, you still go back to doing absolutely nothing? Nothing at the end of the day. Just alone with your thoughts, watching the same old reruns, spinning your wheels and accomplishing nothing. For all the time and energy that you misplace, why is it that you feel the need to constantly compare yourself to others? You can say that you don't. Word salad. You can say that you don't. You believe that's what you're doing. Oh, I forgot a comma there. Whoops. You say that you don't. You believe that's what you're doing. But just in the feeling of restless, anxious, anxiety, and what have you, you are comparing yourself to, and your... I got too into the voice. You are comparing yourself and your experience to others and their experiences of all these people that are creating music and art, inventions and things, and here you are day after day doing what? Vegetating and then making all of these comparisons, whether it be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, creatively. More life passes you by. But if you're constantly comparing yourself to others, it's gotta stop at some point, right? At some point, you have to believe that enough is enough. That you're tired of waiting, and that you're ready to take a crack at it, a go at it. Step up to the plate. Kick that touchdown. Wait. Field goal. Sports metaphors. Am I really going with sports metaphors? I don't even sport. Oh, God. Are you ready to take a go at it? What if the only thing that's ever been in your way to doing all the things that you say you want to do, and feeling all the things you want to feel is yourself? That's right, yourself. Sabotaging things consciously or subconsciously that you didn't even think that you had going for you, that have kept you making choices that haven't really made you happy or brought you peace. 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 However, this is just a fleeting feeling, a space, a moment. It's in the decision and commitment to that decision that things start to change. If you're so used to all of the things that you've been feeling that you choose to stay there in your comfort zone, your unconscious programming will keep you tied to those feelings. Until hopefully one day you say that that's enough. Don't count yourself out so quickly before anything is even started, because there are so many things on their way to you even now that you just have to take a step, take a breath, and do it. Do it. Do it. Even if you don't know what the hell it is that you're doing. Do it and see what changes. Are you happy yet? Is my rambunctiousness getting through to you? For those that are watching on the replay, did I do that? Yes, I did. Is this gonna stay posted up? Yeah, it will. Well, I probably also share it to my music producer, DJing, sound healer type page. Yeah, probably. Will I eventually get it up on YouTube? By eventually, you mean at some point? Yeah, that's what I mean. It would be so nice to have but one social media you use, you post to, and it posts to everywhere. That's kind of what Threads is doing, but it's still cooking, you know? I will say that thanks to whatever algorithm and network that they're using on there, it's helped me to connect with people that actually like having conversations. My ridiculousness, my weirdness is embraced. And I get to encourage others to do the same. We're all kind of on the same wavelength. And it's funny because when I initially joined Threads with this main profile that I'm currently talking to you guys on, I didn't like it. I saw the limitations of me typing and me leaving voice notes. You can leave voice notes, by the way. And like shortened clips, and I got frustrated because I was just like, well, what if I wanted to do longer things? What if I wanted to, leave video notices or audio notices, drop little tidbits of awesomeness like this in one place, as opposed to me having to go through what you have to go through to post to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, shortening it, editing it, all that. I wanted to be able to just kind of boop and then continue a string of neurodivergent ADHD autistic thoughts and blah blah blah, effortlessly. And initially I was overwhelmed, and I wasn't impressed with the people that were showing up in my thread feed. Now I am. Like, holy shit, it compiled the ideal type of people, and for the first time in quite a while, that inner knowing that my soul family are just moments away of appearing magically in my life. It feels right. It feels like divine timing. So yeah. Dapper Dan Man joined. Hi, buddy. I've just kind of been riffing off of me using Threads the last few days, not being able to sleep very well, and how awesome it's been using that sacral energy to just kind of post my depository of notes and poems and lyrics and things online. So yeah, I just shared like 2 pieces that I finally got into the universe and into the online space. I'm probably gonna do just like 1 more and then sign off so I can do music type things. So let's pick a thing. If you stay or if you go, it's okay. I send you blessings and unconditional love anyway. All right. Let's do something slightly lighter in nature. Okay. All right, option 1 or option 2. I think I'm gonna do option 2. Yeah, let's do option 2. Here we go. Yes, the throat clearing means that I'm getting serious. It's difficult to see past the weight of those thoughts that scratch in the recesses of your mind. Those thoughts that push your need to constantly be doing something to shift you into being fine. By accepting and acknowledging these thoughts as aspects of yourself that helped bring you to this point, all by your choices, sending love as well as appreciation seems to release you from all of these conflicting noises. In the warmth of sunlight, while guided by the stars and moon, the trees, earthy scent and grass beneath your feet help you to attune. Here, out of the silence, your heart tells you what to do. Prepare to jump with all you've got, because remember, I have got you. Be gentle with yourself and remember how brave you are being just by existing here every day. Live a little. Don't be so serious and don't be afraid to play. It's all happening how it's supposed to, and change will come. Breathe and remember to have a little fun. So, yeah. Things like that. Little short posts and little longer posts, but posts nonetheless. It's better than collecting dust digitally, or I haven't even touched my physical notebooks yet. Whoops! So, to recap, Threads as a social media app, 10 out of 10, would recommend. As for incoming energies, this full moon, holy crap, not being able to sleep until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning for 3-hour blocks of time. I'm awake. I'm here. What do you want? So, yeah. With that said, have an amazing rest of your day into next week. Did he really just dab? Yes, he did. Okay. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.